Hey guys, this is Josh from J&M Web Creations coming back with another video. This one is actually basically a review for Bertha AI. It's kind of a ridiculous, funny name, but essentially what it is, just to kind of start off, is a AI writer, I guess you could say. WRITER, like it writes content for you. I did just play with it, made a whole blog post, and it came out very good. I did have to pull some content here and there and delete some stuff, put some stuff together that it gave me, and but it really made for a good content, good blog post. That was my recent one I just did for about SSLs. So essentially, I don't normally do many like this. Sometimes tools a little bit, but and sometimes plugins. This one actually is a plugin for WordPress. I guess that depends on if you like WordPress, if you use WordPress, if you can use it. Really, there's some other ones called like Jasper that I have not used. I haven't played with it. That actually do it outside of WordPress. But this one does it within the WordPress editor, and so you can make basically blog content with without writing, at least not much. You have to obviously look it over, see how it looks, see what you got. It gives you some options, 4 different options normally when you're writing. But yeah, we'll kind of go through this, see how it turns out. What I'm going to do is kind of something kind of fun, actually write a blog post as we are going right now for my site. And it's essentially going to be a Bertha AI blog post, kind of a review and some info about it, and we're just going to see kind of how it works and see if it will work for writing a blog post about itself. I know they've said they only have it like trained up to 2019, so we'll see, because Bertha is not that old. So we'll even see if it has info on it or what it can do. And again, what I said is I haven't tried Jasper. I have tried some in the past that were like rewriters, spinners, and they were just terrible. So that's why I haven't even messed with it until some people said this one worked really well. I know who the owner is. He's been in the Divi community, and actually one of the other ladies, Stephanie, has been in the Divi community as well. So we'll just see how this does and see what happens, and it's kind of a review, kind of a here's how to use it, but should be fun just to see what it does. And here we go. This will be basically my next blog post I'm going to put on my site. It is a paid plugin after 1,000 words used. So let me just kind of go over this. You can have it rewrite up to 1,000 words per month for free account. Does that mean you're going to get a 1,000-word blog post out of it? No. I just wrote my last one, probably 750, 800, probably about 800 of the words, of the 1,200 words in it, were actually from Bertha. The rest were kind of my own, just sprucing it up, changing it around. That 750 to 800 words that Bertha wrote actually costed me on my account about 2,500 words. So because some of the stuff I didn't like what it said, so I had to re-ask it questions or stuff like that. Sometimes it'll bring up maybe a list of things, and you can use that list to make more topics within your blog post, which is really handy, but that does take away from your content or your amount of words per month that you're using. So first off, real quick, Bertha, just off the top of my head, does have the 1,000 free limit. If you go to the paid, like I have, that is $30 per month. It's cheaper if you go yearly. I just want to kind of try it out and see what the hype is about, see how it works, if it's really pretty decent or not. That is 50,000 words per month. So even if I have 2,500 words, that's like 20 blog posts I can do, which is a pretty good chunk. I'm not going to do that many in a month unless I'm a blog post writer or have a bunch of different sites, and that's pretty much all I do, because it still takes a little while. The other one is $99 a month, I believe, and that one is 500,000 words. So you pretty much need to be a full-time blog post writer to do that. To use that for any use anywhere near that 500,000. I would say I might be able to get 100,000 if I was really writing and stuff, but probably not. This seems to be cheaper than Jasper, and one of the other things is if you have the free account with just 1,000, you cannot use the AMA or Ask Me Anything prompts, which just allow you to put in a question to it and it'll kind of answer stuff in a different way, which is kind of fun to play around with. They do have a new thing on the free plans where you can just buy a certain amount. I think it's like $18 for 10,000 words, or you can buy up to like 100,000 or something for like $110. I don't have it right in front of me. But yeah, let's just real quick get into this and see what it does, see if it can help write our blog posts, write other content, whatever you need. You could write emails with it. The one downside I would say possibly for some people is that it's in WordPress, and so that may be a pain for some. If they don't have WordPress, or if they just want something online that they can put information into. But yeah, here we go. So as you can see, this is what I've titled. I didn't actually ask Bertha for a title or anything. I actually made my own. We'll see how this does. As you can see, this is just the standard WordPress, actually the classic editor. I actually like that better usually. You can do the Divi builder if you want in here. Some people use the Gutenberg, and I believe it works with all those anywhere you can put content. So if you like click here, you can see this little Bertha icon, and that means it can type for that. The other thing, we have it here again, showing it does put it in some random places that really I may not totally want, but yeah, let's see. And they'll probably be getting any bugs fixed and everything. So the first thing I am going to do, and this is kind of a how to use it, I found it out based on one of their videos, and so we have nothing in here, we just have a title. I'm going to copy this title over and see what we get. There's a bunch of different things you can do here. You can have it write a bunch of types of section titles. You can actually rephrase a whole thing. If you need to spin it, is kind of what I would say that is. About us page, company mission, vision, all kinds of crazy stuff you can do. FAQs, lists, answers, paragraph generator. That's mostly what I was working with in the blog part. There's a lot of other stuff here, blog topics, SEO, title tags, marketing stuff, which I'm not really using. But you can kind of see here, press mention blur, real estate property listing. I haven't really used any of these, business or product name, which is kind of funny. So we'll just go for the first one. Let's just see. We have hate writing blog posts. Bertha AI can write them for you. So let's go to and see what happens. Let's see what happens if we do an outline, because here's kind of what I wanted to do. Do an outline of, let's say it has 1, 2, 3 reasons, or maybe 4 or 5, whatever it is. And those reasons then we take and we make each of those into a paragraph. So we want to have a blog post outline. This also does intro paragraphs and conclusion paragraphs. So actually I'll do a blog post intro paragraph. You can see how good it does. And we'll go here. I want to make it informational. I guess we could try witty and see what it does. I don't know. This is small. I'll just make this our ideal customer is small business. We'll just put this title in here, see what it gives us for an intro paragraph. I don't know how well it'll work. It worked pretty well on my other one. I actually learned something on one of the things it wrote, so you just have to wait for it. Okay, so here we got 4 options. If you're like most small business owners, you hate writing blog posts. It's time consuming and often feels like a waste of time. The truth is, blogging is one of the best ways to connect with your customers and build your brand. Luckily, there's now a solution that can help you get all the benefits of blogging without any of the hassle. Bertha AI. That actually is really well written, probably better than I do. Let's go to the next one. If you're like most small business owners, you hate writing blog posts, so that one's basically the same. It's time consuming and often feels like a chore, but it doesn't have to be that way. Bertha AI can write your blog post for you so you can focus on running your business. Another well written one. Let's go third. If you're like most small business owners, you hate writing blog posts. It's time consuming and difficult to come up with topics that will interest your readers. But did you know that there's a solution to this problem? Bertha AI can write blog posts for you. Another decent one. I don't think I'd use that one, but I just don't like it as much. Then the fourth one. If you're like most small business owners, you hate writing blog posts. It's time consuming and difficult to come up with topics that will resonate with your audience. But did you know that there's a solution to this problem? Bertha AI can write blog posts for you. So all you have to do is hit publish. I wouldn't say all you have to do is hit publish, but I mean, it's pretty dang sweet. So I'm going to use one of these two. Should we? Let's go. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll actually have it go in and I'll copy and paste some things from one to the other so I can mesh it together. I like the first one, I think. If you're like most small business owners, you hate writing blog posts. It's time consuming, often feels like a waste of time. Truth is, blogging is one of the best ways to connect with your customers and build your brand. Luckily, there's now a solution that can help you get all the benefits of blogging without any of the hassle. I really like that. And you can see it came in, it wrote it. It's kind of silly. It actually does it that way. I usually go out. Okay, so it is small here. We see. Delete that so we go up there. Again, let's see. If you're like most small business owners, you hate the writing. But the truth is, blogging is one of the best ways to connect with your customers and build your brand. And a lot of times what I'll do is put on something else. So maybe I'll put on another sentence that's in here. It is also one of the best ways to increase your rankings in Google. It's also one of the best ways to increase your rankings in Google search. Bolster your on-page content. Because essentially what we know is we want stuff written for our customers. We want the more we have that's relevant, the better we're going to rank. So like, let's say on this one, I'm trying to rank for like Bertha AI, maybe Bertha AI review. I probably want to use some of those keywords, but I do want to, I did put that little bit extra in there, and I think it actually helps, and I think it's a good idea. So you have to read it and kind of work with what you get. So I'm going to also bring in kind of another thing here that's my own writing, and just say above you will see a video with a Bertha AI review and essentially a how to use for your blog posts. So, Bertha AI really is a great tool. Can save time So essentially, I wanted to put in here review because I'm kind of trying to get it as a review, but I want it to be sound good for people and wanted to know that it's actually my review. Review. I did. I recorded. Essentially. And it is essentially how to guide for writing blog posts with Bertha AI. Remember, I haven't done any of this before. I just kind of came in here. So some of this, like I said, half of it basically was, or maybe more, was Bertha, but I just kind of wanted to add my own stuff. Add the Bertha AI review to get a actual keyword in there. So that's kind of why I did that. Up here, I might even go with my permalink. See, this is kind of annoying. It pulls it over this, so it's kind of hard. So there may be an option for them to kind of move it out of the way or something when you're writing. And it is kind of in its infancy. So Bertha AI review, we'll just call it that. And so that's gonna, okay. Should I put it in here? I don't know if I should, but we'll keep going from here. So I just want to see, I can do it a couple of ways, but we'll see what it brings up here. We'll go to, so the way I like to do it, and actually is what they've shown on how to do it, is then come down here and do a blog post outline. So we're having it basically write this whole post for us. It doesn't have write a whole blog post, and maybe it does, but essentially this is the way I found it's the best. You don't want to write a whole long 1,200 word and then you have to go change a bunch. Do it a little at a time. Chunk by chunk is what I've found. So we're going to do the blog post outline. This will essentially, it seems to be given 3 to 5 ideas. And we'll just see what it does. So I'm just going to put my hate writing blog posts. Bertha AI can write them for you. I may have to change that, and I may, but we'll see. Let's generate some ideas here. Boop, 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 boop. That's me, not that thing. Okay, what is Bertha AI? How can Bertha AI help you with writing blog posts? What are some benefits of using Bertha AI to write your blog post? Introduce Bertha AI, new to artificial intelligence tool that can help with writing blog posts. Describe how Bertha AI works and how it can be used to generate ideas and content for blog posts. Share some examples of successful blog posts that were written with the help of Bertha AI. Offer some tips on how to get the most out of using Bertha AI when writing blog posts. So the great thing about this is it kind of gives you some ideas. You can mix and match these. It's like, okay, what do I need to do for this post? That one with 4 sounds pretty good. What is Bertha AI? They kind of come back to that. How can Bertha AI help you write blog posts? What are some of the benefits? So we can mix and match these, and I might do that right here. Introduce Bertha AI and what it does. Describe how Bertha AI can help you. And these are very similar. Offer some tips on using Bertha AI. So I want to put a couple of these and just mix and match. Okay, I'm gonna, oh, man, I have found it does that sometimes. It throws up there. It must be because I was on there and not on here. So that's a little funky on, and that's probably my own mistake. So I'm just gonna throw it in here. I actually didn't totally want to do that. Let's see, what are some of the benefits? It's kind of the same thing. I'm just gonna throw them all in here. Okay. And then I'll mix and match it, and I need to go up here and blow this out of here. Oh. So now we have these. What is Bertha AI? I think that's a great idea. Obviously, that's pretty standard. People need to know what it is. How can Bertha AI help you with writing blog posts? Okay. Describe how Bertha AI works and how it can be used to generate ideas and content. I want to see what this does. I'm interested to see what we get in here. It's not actually in a list. For some of the benefits of using Bertha AI to write blog posts. Okay, we'll trash that one. We'll take out these. Share some examples of successful blog posts that were written. I actually think that's a good idea. I don't think it'll do it, but I'm gonna kind of put that in there as mine. I've done this one, so it's just a good idea. Offer some tips on how. I don't know what it'll do here, but I'm interested to see. Introduce Bertha AI and what it does. We have that. Describe how it can help you. We have that. Offer some tips. We have that. Share some success stories. Okay, so that's basically what we have. I'm just gonna kind of put them all in here. So we have a list. Why it's down there? I have to look in the code. Okay, so the first thing, what is Bertha AI? I'm going to throw this in here, see what we get. And you'll see I put this in here, but it doesn't seem to do it right. It usually seems to put it in the bottom part of the content. So that's one fix I can see. But we're going to go outside of the blog post outline. We don't want that anymore. We want, let's see here, paragraph generator. Is where we want to go. So you want to do this in little chunks, as we can see. And what is Bertha AI? It's kind of weird because this is actually from my site, and this is in your own words. I haven't totally understood this company description. Okay, so you see it's a company description. I just want to see if I can go web. I just want to see what I'll do. I'm not really thinking on that. We'll generate the 4 ideas it comes up with, and we'll throw one of them in here basically. Oh, it wants me to do 200. We find ourselves customer service oriented. Okay, so let's generate some ideas. See what it gets. I don't know in your own words if that really makes much of a difference, but we'll see. Okay, Bertha AI is a web design agency that helps clients get this. See, that is wrong. Now here is. See, I'm not a huge fan of these. This is the only one. These are basically because Bertha AI is not the web design agency. So it's kind of funny. It thinks we are. Bertha AI is the latest artificial intelligence software that J&M Web Creation is using to help design websites. We don't usually help design websites with this. It allows you to create a custom website for each client. No, that's not what it does. So in this case, it didn't work real well. Bertha AI is just one of the ways that we are able to provide best service. I'm gonna kind of come back here. Blog posts. So sometimes you gotta play with it. I'll see, and this is the original that was in there. Just kind of fun to play around with, though each time I am taking some from my amount of words that I have that month. But like I said, it's 50,000, so it's a chunk. Again, it doesn't totally understand. Provides users with the ability on a variety of topics using natural language processing and machine learning. Bertha AI can generate high quality that's both informative and engaging. That's actually a really good one. So I am going to use that. I'm going to use that. See, it pulled it down here at the bottom. I think this will probably be a pretty short one. But we will see. And actually, I'm going to. I have noticed one little glitch. So this is what is Bertha AI. This right here, I think. Oh, it did it this time. I've had it where it popped it down and was doing wacky things and just was not working right. So what is Bertha AI? And we may spruce this up a little bit, add some more to it. And yeah, like right now we have 261. We probably want at least 600 to 800 words. So we'll see where this goes. If nothing else, this is a good place that it takes us to, and we can increase the word size on there, the word amount on there, to play around with it. Okay, so, and it's kind of weird because it's writing about itself. So we'll have to kind of see how it does in that. I always do that. I don't know. It's a WordPress thing. Okay, so we'll go back in here. Let's copy this. Let's just try to write a paragraph. Let's go back. I'm going to look real quick if we have anything else we can add. Blah, blah, blah. No. No. That other stuff is really my own company, so it's kind of weird. I want to see what it'll do if we do nothing, just no description at all. How can Bertha AI help you with writing blog posts? I don't know what it'll give, but okay. If you run a small business, you know that content is key to driving traffic to your website, generating leads, but creating fresh, engaging content can be time-consuming and difficult to fit your busy schedule. That's where Bertha AI comes in. This actually could go in kind of the beginning part. Bertha AI is a content creation tool that can help you write blog posts quickly and easily. Just enter a few words in Bertha AI to generate a list of potential topics for you to choose from. Then simply select the topic you want to write about and start typing. Bertha AI will help you create well-written keyword, blah, blah, blah. I don't know if it does keyword rich. It's interesting that that's what it says. If you're running a small business, you know how important it is to have strong. A big part of that is having a blog written. If you're a small business owner, who wants to take your blog to the next level, Bertha AI can help. With our AI-powered writing assistant, you can get help with everything from coming up with ideas, topics, to writing and editing your posts. I don't know if it does the editing. It does the writing. Will even help you promote your content. No, it's not doing that. If you're a small business who wants to take your blog to the next level, Bertha AI can help with our AI. So track your progress and ensure that your posts are on brand. I don't know if it does all that, but there's some good parts of this. And we need to increase the size of it to do that. I think it can make a good written one. This is kind of a funky subject for it, I think, because it has to know a very specific platform, its own platform, so it's kind of funky. That easy to use platform. So I'm going to throw these together. So this is a good thing about it. We can go in here. We can go in here. I can throw this in here. So we can throw that in there and then come back to it. So I'm going to put these in and then spruce these up after. That's actually kind of what we're doing in this, so I'm going to throw that away. What are some benefits of using Bertha AI to write blog posts? So we'll make this our top heading. Go in here. We'll go over. I always forget what I'm doing. Go here. Do a paragraph generator. I think there's probably more things you could do, but we're gonna keep doing it this way. This is how I did my last one. It seemed to work pretty well. What are the benefits? I just want to see if it basically will say it'll say it saves time, because that's obviously what we want when you use Bertha AI to write your blog post. You can be assured that your content will be well written and free of errors. Additionally, Bertha AI can help you come up with ideas for new blog posts and even help to promote your existing content. Doesn't do that. By using Bertha, you can save yourself a lot of time and effort when it comes to that. When you use Bertha AI to write your blog post, you can be sure that your post will be well written and informative with our expertise. No. Some benefits of using Bertha AI to write your blog posts include it does do some of this, but some of it doesn't, so it's funny what it's taking. Bertha AI can help you create well-written, engaging blog posts that will resonate with your audience. So I'm going to throw that in there. And then obviously, yeah, you have to pull this stuff out and use what you want to use. And there is, like when I was doing this on my last one, the SSL, it actually brought up something. I didn't realize that SSL will actually can increase your site speed because HTTP/2 is actually a little faster. And it actually said that. I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. So I went and did a little research. I was like, oh, that is correct. I found out some info on that. So yeah, it actually can give you things to come up with. It doesn't always, it writes stuff well. It's not exactly all the times what you want. So you got to pick and choose the things you want it to do, really. So what I do is kind of get all these done and then go through it and just make my info in here and correct stuff. I'm assuming it's not going to do anything for this one to share some examples. I just want to see. Okay. Let's do it. Boom. And we might, I'm going to go to a different screen here. I'm going to try about their own stuff. I'm actually going to put this in here. This is actually right from the Bertha site. So we'll see. I don't think it'll do anything. I'll have to rewrite my own content on this probably and just kind of link it to where I want it. And at this point, linking it to where I want it is just the one blog post I've done, and then just say this one was a ton of it was written that way. Some of her favorite blog posts that were written with the help of Bertha. 5 ways to boost your online presence. How to create engaging content. I don't know, but I could use this and put my own information in there if you're wondering whether or not AI can help you write successful blog posts. Just take a look at some of these examples. Been very popular and helped. Some examples of successful blog posts that were written with the help of include this. If you're wondering whether Bertha AI can actually help you write better content, just take a look at some of this that have been written with her help. For example, this post on benefits of AI assisted content generation was very well received. This was this post on how to use AI to improve your website's conversion. So you might, like, these aren't the best because it's very specific on this. And what I could do in this actually is take one probably from their site because they've used it to help write. It's like, have you used the whole thing? No, it doesn't. I wouldn't say it does every single word in there. You have to change some stuff. You have to make it work with what you're trying to do. And then go from there. So I like some of this wording from some of it, so I'll kind of put that in, put this in, and then we'll go from there. I'm not going to do it too much longer. As you can see, I'll have to kind of rewrite some of this stuff, but you can see it. We're not too far out. I don't know what we're at, 37 minutes, and we have most of the blog posts written. In another 30 minutes, I could probably get it squared away. But we'll use that one. And I would say we'd use this one. So what we're going to do, again, I'm just going to put these above here. Let's copy paste. Okay, so now I have a very big outline of my site, except for this last one, or outline of my post. Tips on how to get. Let's try. There is another one that we might try for this last one. I have not really used it, so again, I don't know what's going to do. This is an Ask Me Anything. In this prompt, you can ask Bertha to write about anything from email subject lines to full-on blog posts and even Facebook adverts. So there you go. I guess you could do full blog posts there. Not blog post, we want a paragraph on tips to get the most out of using Bertha AI when writing blog posts. Let's see. What tone of voice? Oh, that would be. I just want to see what it does. Write a witty paragraph for that. And we'll see what we get. This I still think needed a little bit of work, but we'll see. Maybe it'll come up with something cool. And it decided to take half. Okay. Okay, and it actually put my stuff in the bottom. Okay, so we'll just throw that down there. If you're looking to get the most out of using Bertha AI when writing blog posts, there are a few things you can do to make sure you're getting the best results. First, be sure to take advantage of Bertha's ability to understand natural language by writing a clear and concise manner. Secondly, take advantage of Bertha's ability to research and gather data by including relevant and up-to-date information in your posts. Lastly, take advantage of Bertha's ability to optimize your blog posts for search engines by including keywords and phrases that are likely to be searched for by your target audience. by following these tips, you can be sure that you're getting the most out of using Bertha AI. I would add quite a bit to this, but I think it's a decent start. And so we'll just delete that out of there. Here we go. So, oh, darn it. Okay, we're going to make that. See, here's what I was talking about. It kind of goes crazy, but it is down here. So we have that here. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of leave it there. You'll be able to see from what I took from on this video to what I took from in the actual blog post. I don't want to make this video too long. It's already way too long. But we'll do one more thing here, and we'll just make the, see, it made kind of some things wacky here. And that is one of the reasons I have had a little trouble with it. So what I'll usually just do here is copy it just to make sure, and then I'll just save draft. Okay, so I'll actually be able to save drafts. Sometimes it does a little wacky stuff on there. So we're going to get our last, and then we're going to write a something that for a conclusion. We'll see what it does for conclusion. Blog conclusion. I mean, writing these normally take blog posts for me can take like 3 hours or more. So this is a good way to get some thoughts on there in about 30 minutes, and then really rearrange them in another 30 minutes or an hour, and maybe half the time you need to. And the call to action would be, if you like, because this one's a little different. This is a conclusion. I'm just writing this, but if you like saving time writing blog posts, Bertha AI has to offer, and then we'll see what it gives us, and we'll call quits at that. And then I will kind of put this stuff together and pop it in there. See how it looks. In conclusion, I'm not always the in conclusion type. I don't really like that. If you're someone who hates writing blog posts, or you just don't have the time for it, then Bertha AI is perfect for you. All you need to do is provide a topic and some keywords. Bertha will take care of the rest, so why not give her a try? You might be surprised at how well she does. There you go. That sounds better than I could write. So I'm going to put that in there. And again, let's see why it came down. We'll just go with that. As you can see, I have 866 words in this. I'm going to increase some things, decrease some things. So it'll probably be 800 words, 800 to 1,000 words. But it's a really cool thing to use and to get ideas, and to put some stuff pen to paper, or start actually writing a blog post, and then get some thoughts there, and then actually be able to kind of rewrite them a little bit, make it to what you want, add some more stuff to it, and you've got a decently written blog post. Everything's seems to be proper English that it writes it well. If you like it, check it out. I'll have will be an affiliate link underneath the video, and hope you guys like this. And it's kind of fun to play around with it, and it is fun. It's $30 a month for 50,000 words, which I think is reasonable. Jasper's a bit more. So just looking at this, I think it's a great idea. I can even at the bottom maybe put the actual pricing and show some information about Bertha, or maybe compare it to Jasper on the actual price. Might be a good idea. So yeah, we'll go from there, and yeah, hopefully you guys like this. Maybe you'll take a look at it, even if it's just the free part of it. For 1,000 words. Obviously, you can't get much with 1,000 words. Like I said, this 866, I bet we've used 1,500 or so. I can actually check and see just in my account real quick. I have used, let's see here, I had about 2,500 for my last post, so now I am up to 4,600. So it was about 2,000 words that I used on my account. So I can do 25 blog posts a month, maybe 20, and that's plenty for me. So there you guys go. Have a great day. Bye.